Welcome back to 760 Sports. I'm Eduardo Espinosa, and today we're talking about football today with a special guest all the way from Orlando. Zach, thank you for joining us.
Of course.
And today we're going to talk about La Liga MX versus MLS. It was mentioned that the All Star game was going to take a bit of a change this year, as it was going to be in Los Angeles, the home of LAFC and LA Galaxy, to attract those people because they were going to bring in the MLS All Stars against the Liga MX All Stars. So that would have been an interesting match to look forward to. Obviously, with this pandemic, I don't think we're going to be able to see that, but it'll be interesting to speculate. What would have been the MLS All Star roster?
I think obviously being in LA, I think at left wing and right wing, you have two of the LA guys, LAFC guys, Diego Rossi and Carlos Vela. I think as striker, you have I think he's been in the league for 2 years. NYCFC striker Heber. He was in pretty good form. Being an Orlando City fan, coming into the MLS at the same time as NYCFC. I've kind of had my eye on him just because there's a little bit of a hatred there for NYCFC, and I hate to admit it, but he's looked pretty good. In the midfield, I got Alejandro Pozuelo from Toronto. I have Nicolas Lodeiro from Seattle, and I have Diego Chara from Portland. All consistent midfielders. Lodeiro and Pozuelo have been standouts since joining their clubs, and Chara's just been a very consistent, solid CDM for the Timbers. I got the new transfer left back, Adnan, and then as center back, I have Ike Opara and Walker Zimmerman, both very good center backs. Walker Zimmerman, I actually got to talk to at the Orlando MLS All Star game. That was pretty cool. He was there last year. I think he would have been there this year had it been a thing, or it will be a thing. And then right back, a little bit of a homer pick I have for Juan, the Orlando City right back. He's just really pacey, and he's a pretty good defender, could work on it a little bit, but he is a very good player, and nobody can catch him. And then in goalkeeper, I have Brad Guzan, which hurts even more to say because Atlanta United. For my subs, 2 homer picks again. I'd have Chris Mueller and Nani from Orlando City. I think Chris Mueller is a very underrated player. He came into the league 3 or 4 years ago, and he's been extremely amazing for Orlando City. He's Nani. For a center back, I got Matt Hedges, backup goalkeeper, Bill Hamid. In the midfield, I got Maxi Morales, Will Trapp, and Kaku. I think another midfielder would be Mihail Velic, and then a striker, Zdenek Andrasic from FC Dallas. I would have Seattle Sounder FC coach Brian Schmetzer. Yeah, Seattle was my team before Orlando City.
My lineup for Liga MX to compete with yours will start on the goal with Guillermo Ochoa from America. He has that European experience, 4 World Cups under his belt, looking towards getting that 5th one in Qatar, and great under the 3 posts. For right back, I will start with Alan Moso from Pumas UNAM. Great projection of the attack. Lots of heart and physicality with this youngster, 23 years old, looking to be in that 2021 now Tokyo Olympic team. And the youth factor as well. We've mentioned he can go up and down the field many times, doesn't get tired, and just puts it all in every play. Now we go to the center backs, where I have Pablo Aguilar from Cruz Azul, a natural leader, great at winning 50-50 balls in the air. And because of that trait, he's a great goal scorer. Scores many goals for Cruz Azul, not just Cruz Azul, his entire career. And we saw it in the recent edition of the CONCACAF Champions League. And we go the other center back, Nicolas Sanchez from Monterrey. International experience with River Plate, natural leader as well, great at winning 50-50 balls in the air, and reliable PK taker. On the left back, we have Jesus Gallardo, again from Monterrey. He's an improvised left back. He started his career as left wing, left mid, but he was put on the left back position by the former Mexico national coach, Juan Carlos Osorio. He's great projection of the attack, same as Alan Moso on the other side. But he kind of struggles on the defensive side, but he's definitely a player to look out on the offensive side of the pitch. Now, we go to on the midfielders. I have Guido Pizarro from Tigres, one of the best mids in La Liga MX this past decade, no doubt about that. Great ball distribution. He's the main reason why Tigres has been able to capture many league titles over the past decade. And he has the ability to drop back as a center back at any given time, which can give you 3 reliable center backs in my lineup. And then we have Luis Montes from León, this team that's been the standout team for the past 2 years. He's a typical number 10 player, great IQ of the game on both ends, defensively, and Angel Mena from León as well. All around skillful player, free movement, so he doesn't have a set position, and that's why I have him on the wing, because he can go on the center mid, he can go as a third striker. He just constantly moves, and that's what's given León so much success over the past few seasons. And a great assister as well as a goal scorer. On the left mid, I have Brian Lozano from Santos, just like Mena, skillful player, moves around. But this one, though, has a unique trait, a distance shooter. Doesn't think twice about shooting that ball, and he can place it very well from long distances. As my strikers, I have Rogelio Funes Mori from Monterrey. He creates his own opportunities. We've seen many bicycle kick goals that he himself gets the cross, places it on his chest, gets that bicycle kick. He finds himself at the right place at the right time, and the killer instinct. He has that almost sixth sense of wanting the ball to score goals, and he has been able to do that and produce over 100 goals for Monterrey. And my other striker, no other than Andre Pierre Guignac for Tigres. Almost like Funes Mori, has that killer instinct, produced over 100 goals for the rival team, Tigres, and one of the best strikers in the league, no doubt about that, even though he's been here for over 5 years, but the numbers he's put up have been fantastic. My subs, I have goalkeeper Nahuel Guzman for Tigres. On the center back, I have Bruno Valdez from America. Center back and right back, that's why I made him my choice, Stefan Medina from Monterrey. On the center mids, we have a pretty interesting two youngsters, Mexican youngsters, Fernando Beltran from Guadalajara and Carlos Rodriguez from Monterrey, which I believe can be the future midfield of the Mexican national team and Guadalajara after speculations of Rodriguez coming in to Guadalajara this next season. And a player that can play both left mid and right mid, we have Isaac Brizuela from Guadalajara. As strikers, I have Jose Juan Macias from Guadalajara as well, and the leading goal scorer up to where we stopped action in La Liga MX, Jonathan Rodriguez from Cruz Azul. And the coach that will be leading this team will be Miguel Herrera from America, one of the most successful coaches in the history of the club and of La Liga MX, and just an all-around great character when it comes to Mexican football. Really fun, Zach. Thank you for coming in. Pretty interesting. And I feel like we still can't make heads or tails on which league is the best one, whether Liga MX or MLS. But definitely, I will say this, MLS can't overpass Liga MX in the near future.
I agree.